There was nobody outside. Dude, we felt like we were walking in a ghost town.
It was such a clean downtown, beautiful buildings, and I'm just like walking around, and I'm like, where is everybody?
Everything closes early too. You know, maybe, dude. And then again, we just
that was weird.
Okay, we just have to reflect, dude, that like we live in a peculiar environment, right? Not everywhere is like here in Vegas, obviously. You know, strokes for different folks, different strokes for different folks, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was awesome to see the team. That was epic. It was awesome to do the watch giveaway. That was epic. But probably won't be going to Dallas for tourism anytime again.
I will. Guys, I'm sorry, but Deep Elm looks like Eastern Europe, like a straight up fucking Slavic town in Eastern Europe, dude. I'm just gonna say, I'm sorry.
I'm so I'm so confused why half of the people said, "Oh yeah, Deep Elm is awesome," and then the other half is like, "Don't go out past midnight." It's like, were we just on the wrong side of this block or what? But anyway, never go to NOLA. Probably won't go back to Dallas. So, yes, they are. They get recorded and posted, and they're available the next day. So all is recorded.
Yep, on our YouTube channel and Spotify. So if you haven't followed our YouTube and Spotify channel yet, please do so.
Thanks. Don't be a hoe. Share the show and yourself. All right, guys. So, what's all the fuss and huss about this DeepSeek?
Can I say one more thing though? Can I say one more thing though before we get into DeepSeek?
Yep.
I will say this about Dallas. And goddamn, is there stallions there?
Justin, stop. All right. Let's focus.
All right.
Stop. It's too early for that. We just started.
I was in shock.
Stop.
All
right. All right, guys. Yeah, Austin, we definitely want to go to. I have a godbrother that lives out in Austin, and we hear that's the fun stuff. Dude, the comments are just fired up. They just know us too well at this point. Yeah, man. And the turt's on Sunday. Jesus Christ. All right, well, yeah. DeepSeek, huh? Talk about something. Talk about an overreaction, I think. A straight up overreaction, but let's break down what the hell DeepSeek is, right? So China's big AI project. As this comes out, you know, like the big thing that we were talking about was like, well, I mean, we kind of already know China's doing AI, like Russia's doing AI. Every single country is already experimenting with AI. Oh my God. DeepSeek is a dating app for stallions.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the big woe factor was what, Fody?
So the biggest takeaway on DeepSeek is essentially that, you know, it's more robust, better, and a hell of a lot cheaper than OpenAI. OpenAI probably costs around a few $100 billion to make and to operate and to maintain. I believe DeepSeek was like I believe DeepSeek's cost was $6 million or something like that, something stupid low. Insanely low.
Yeah. But now let me ask you this. Did it really cost billions of dollars to make OpenAI, or that's just what it's valued at?
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think.
You
I
know what I'm
don't think it
saying?
costs $500 billion. I'm sure, like, its infrastructure right now is probably, the infrastructure, maintaining it, employees, this and that, is, that
True.
that that
True.
totals to like 500 billion. It's an
Yep.
expensive
Yep.
operation to maintain. That's
Hmm.
DeepSeek isn't.
So that's why we saw what happened, right? So Nvidia, second biggest stock, well, not anymore. Second biggest stock in all the stock market, head to head with Apple, always competing. Wipes off what, 16% today? Yes, almost 17% today. Wipes off more than $500 billion in market cap. Wipes off $589 billion in market cap. And the reason is because Nvidia is supposed to be this leading AI. And the reason why I said talk about it, over a overreaction is because look at the other names on the market. Granted, again, everything did get affected. Why? If the S&P and the QQQ get hit, the whole market gets hit. That's why when we first look at the stock market, we're looking at how the futures are doing, right? How the S&P 500 is doing, how SPY is doing. When we're looking at the crypto market to dictate what we're going to do that day or the trend, right? We look at Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? Those are the leaders of the market. So when Nvidia falls, being the second biggest in the S&P 500, the overall market gets impacted, right? But the reason why I keep saying this is a overreaction is look at like the main stocks, or just the stocks that are not really AI affiliated, right? Um, we got Apple that crushed today, 3%. We got Facebook that hit new all-time highs today, that crushed. Of course, they're experimenting with AI, but the speculative value of Apple and Meta was never really driven based off of AI. Whereas Nvidia, all it was talking about AI. It's going to be the chips, like it's going to be the leading in AI chips, this that, which is also funny because DeepSeek is supposedly using like 50,000 Nvidia chips. But again, it cost them so much less to create DeepSeek that now everything that's like mainly associated with AI took a big hit. And we saw clear overreactions all through the stock market. And I'm just going to put my chart on here. We had a really good question asked in Elite by someone that is learning how to trade gaps, and I asked the Elite if I could share the question, but the question was basically, what are typically the rules, or what are the insights on gaps getting filled? What a gap is this, what you see on your chart right here, big gap. And that doesn't exist in the crypto market because the crypto market is running 24/7. So the market closes here on Friday, and then the market opened way over here today, right, causing this huge gap. Now, if you toggle extended hours of trading, yeah, you'll see candles here, but they'll be very, very, very low volume. And I'll just show you that real quick. Right? Even at the even with the extended hours, there's still a gap. What a sell-off. But you can see all of these new candles here were added with that extended hours on. But we don't use the extended hours when we're looking at gaps or looking at the overall bigger trend of the day. I know Blast does in some instances, but when we're looking at this, we see the gap, right? And so the insight and the answer was, what I wrote was, they say most gaps tend to get filled, meaning price often revisits the gap area, meaning price fills the gap, right, before it goes back down lower. If it's still in a downtrend, if it's in an uptrend, it fills the gap, takes out shorts, and then keeps going, right? So anyway, back to the answer. They say most gaps tend to get filled, meaning price often revisits the gap area. happens because gaps can indicate an overreaction in the market. Not all gaps are created equally, though, and timing is key, which we know how because of moving average strats like blast strat or looking at the change of character. And that is just going back to timing an entry on a gap. So we got to wait for price confirmation that price is moving towards to fill the gap, like candlestick patterns, just like we just said, which is a change of character, or using blast strat, and then using the gap as a target. If the price begins moving forward toward the gap, then you can trade in that direction with the gap as your profit target, and then setting stops at previous lows. So if you rushed the gap trade on Nvidia, that would have been your stop loss, and then you didn't succeed on the gap and it failed, right? So Nvidia, huge exposure to the AI sector, right? That's why it takes this big hit. But looking at the rest of the market, like an Apple, right, that also had its overreaction, right? Gap down. Where am I at? Fault. Looking at Apple, right, had a overreaction here, back here with this gap, right? Drop down. And then today, the rest of the market dropped down, and Apple continued upward because Apple wasn't as exposed into this whole AI hype, right? The biggest narrative in the market right now is AI, very similar to how in 2021 it was the metaverse. That's all everyone talked about. Now it's AI, right? And then this gap ended up getting filled today. But this is just showing you the overreaction in the whole market and how that news was just spread to dump everything else and just cause drastic fear, and everything really fell back to supply prices. Hold on, let me just reject this goal. Everything dropped right back down to supply prices, and I'll show you guys that more, but just look at what happened today with all of these reactions. Look at Amazon's awesome one on Amazon. Huge gap down. Huge gap down here on Amazon, right? Big gap. And then this is where the market opened, right here. The market opened right over here and then just continued upward, filled the gap, right? So if you were trading the gap, what's going to happen is you just take profit right where the gap gets filled. Because the probability is once the gap gets filled, that price action will drop back down and continue making new lower lows if the trend is bearish on it, right? Otherwise, it goes back into its old resistance area, makes it a support, and then look what happened. It broke new highs, right? And unlike Nvidia, and I'm just going to toggle our Blastrat EMAs on. Unlike Nvidia, Amazon was bullish on the daily here, right? It put in this picture perfect flag. Like if you guys have watched the flag section in breakout patterns, talk about a picture perfect flag. But Amazon bullish above the daily, so the higher probability is that day trades on the bullish side will work at a higher probability because the daily chart is bullish. Nvidia was also bullish on the daily chart, but because of such of the exposure, just absolutely smoked. And there's a 3x ETF on Nvidia, and those people lost like 52% because they lost 3x, so 3 times 17. That is the exposure, just bonkers. So Nvidia took the biggest hit, and then the sectors that were stronger just came out like it was just fine. Meta, another crazy one today with the big overreaction. It dropped from $640 and then it opened at $626 and pumped all the way up to $660. That's like a $35 move up in one day and then created new highs. So it filled that gap and continued higher. And then if we look at the daily, Meta, extremely bullish. We were talking about it on live last week and the week before. Super bullish chart. And it just ate up that gap. Google went right back down to its supply zone at the 34 EMA on the daily. Didn't fill its gap.
Hey,
What's
real
up?
quick, Arthur, for the people that I know, because we got some new members and everything, can you explain what a gap is, why it occurs, and everything, real quick?
Yeah, I just did earlier, but yeah. So what a gap is it's a overreaction in the market. So there was a catalyst today, right, with the DeepSeek thing. So everything gapped down, and a lot of them were over. A lot of them was a overreaction, like basically like a panic sell. Like you see the market's down, you panic sell. It's an overreaction. Now Google and Microsoft, these guys have more AI exposure, right? Microsoft is one of the biggest investors for Open AI. I'm pretty sure they're still the biggest. Um, but the gap on Microsoft has yet to be filled. It's getting close. Um, and then the gap on Google was also a failed attempt, right? There was no fill on the gap. So again, not all gaps get filled, especially not that same day. So you still have to apply your candle strats or your moving average strats. But looking at the Google and Microsoft, right, they were more focused on AI, not as much as Nvidia, but Apple and your Amazon and your Meta were really not, and they just kind of ate it up. And then if we look at Bitcoin today too, right, it took that news as a catalyst, as a reaction, and it followed the stock market, right? And with Bitcoin, because it never closed, there was not a gap over there, right? But how the market plays its levels is it goes back and tests previous support and resistance areas, right? So we've hit new lows in a sense, right? So the market's going to want to come back just like we just saw on Meta and on Amazon. It's going to want to go back to where it flushed before to test if there's going to be enough buyers here to hold. Otherwise, it's going to go back and make new lows. But on the daily on Bitcoin, if you guys watch the video that we posted today, it's still bullish. It just went right back to the 34 EMA. So it doesn't get bearish and trend until we open and close under the 34 EMA again, and then we can trade down to the moving averages. So um, a lot of the time there's these like headlines that come out and they cause instant panic over the market because that's what it's designed to do. It's made to cause panic instead of looking at charts and seeing what actually is happening on the chart versus doing like a panic sell, because that panic sell is that overreaction. So I just really wanted to talk about that today and just kind of talk about gaps and just when we go back more into crypto today, we're going to talk about like picking the right coins and the strong coins. But I want to dive back into news before we keep going.
Awesome, awesome stuff.
A lot of
Very,
overreactions today. Smart buys are going to be good stuff.
very
Sorry, Jay.
insightful.
Go ahead.
No, no, no. I was just tagging along what you were saying. You know, but that brings a great point, because not only did stock market AI get hit, a lot of crypto AI got hit as well. I mean, as you could see, right? There's a lot of AI agents that are down. There's a lot of AI infrastructure that is down. I'm and I guys, I keep buying in my strong convictions play. I added one just recently, Alchemist AI. Really good project, doing super cool things. You could essentially create software without knowing coding at all. Just by a simple prompt, you could create software, which is awesome. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm buying the blood. I'm just sitting back buying the blood. I'm not trying to like, hit licks real quick. I'm literally spotting and chilling.
Yep. Um, Semp, I see you're in here. We have FOMC this week, right? Oh, I could check our awesome new headlines channel. I think we got FOMC this week. Oh, we got big earnings this week too. Tesla's on the 29th, guys. Speaking of big catalysts in the market, Tesla earnings and all the new earnings to come up, right? Look at the Magnificent Seven, all the big ones. I think Microsoft is this week. Yeah, let me tell you guys right now. So Microsoft, we got earnings. We got earnings on In 2 days on the 29th. Meta, we got earnings in 2 days on the 29th, and then Tesla in 2 days on the 29th. So 3 of the Magnificent 7 guys expect a lot more volatility because Nvidia just dropped the whole market. Why? The second biggest in the S&P 500. And the other 3 of the 7 biggest have earnings this week. So it's going to set the precedent on the rest of the way that the market goes. I think Meta is going to crush their earnings, especially for speculative value in the future. I think Google is going to crush earnings too for speculative value. And if you're looking at Google, just picture perfect. What was old resistance is now new support. I'm going to drop a photo in the chat if you guys know what I'm talking about. I'll drop a photo in the chat. Earnings, cool. And then Sam, do we have a FOMC this week? And then Apple is on Thursday, guys. Sheesh, it's going to be a crazy week.
I can't wait to hear you fucking scream.
Just when we thought we were out of the trenches with inauguration, nope. Here come 4 out of the 7 biggest stocks in the stock market about to set the precedent for the trend. So look, that's going to be the biggest watch here is what the hell happens. And then yes, we do have FOMC where they're going to give us rates. Big volatile week. See what happens. Let's see what happens. More on economic news. I want the chat's feedback on this. Right, we're seeing all this news of the tariffs in China, Canada, and now we're seeing the stuff with Colombia happening. What about all the criminals that need to be tried, though, and put to prison? Like, do we just send them back too? Or do we throw them in jail? Like, what if criminals committed crimes, we just send them back and just give them like a get out of jail free card? Or do we keep them in prison?
They're saying send them all back.
But what if they killed somebody in the States? Oh, damn. Super one-sided here. Going.
Damn. Here.
Death penalty.
Guys, let's reevaluate this. If they committed a crime, think of crimes like murder. Think of crimes that start with the R word. Think of crimes that this and that. Wouldn't you want them to be in a U.S. prison so they could be dealt with appropriately?
Firing squad, jail, capital punishment. It is way cheaper, right?
It is cheaper. I think there was like a statistic of like what each inmate costs to house via private and public, and it's like something staggering, dude. Prison within itself is like a whole scam, a whole racket. It's insane, especially private prisons.
They go to a U.S. prison, they get deported because you just get deported. You get a free pass. Yeah. They can be sent to build a wall. Banned forever.
The reason why I think, some crimes, like especially like if it's some crimes that I guess it depends on like a crime level for me, like a crime tier, right? Like if it's like some like chomo stuff or some R stuff.
If it's R stuff, anything like related to like kids, murder,
they definitely
all that stuff. Prison. I think axed or definitely gotta like serve a freaking sentence. If it's like petty theft or like $1,000 theft, stuff like that, just send them back.
Well, here's another thing, dude. Here's another thing, bro. Like if you're a chomo and you go to it and you go to prison in the U.S., like you're getting either getting killed, cut up, or like absolutely destroyed. The moment you walk in, the moment you walk in, and like I think we need to see that with them. I think they like, you know, send them there. Send them. You know what? Send them there to die.
Yep. Chomo's got to go. Chomo's got to go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, yeah. That's all
Anyway.
that's happening in the economy.
Wait,
We just
hold
want
on.
to test the temperature.
There's some exciting news. Eric Trump is teasing no capital gains tax on American-based crypto. So if you're like,
Yep.
if you're an
And that-
American company or American like a crypto company that started in America, or you know your operations are in America, I could if that comes to fruition, I could see a lot of crypto projects just for
We
their
might
community.
see 88 actually come back.
A huge migration back over to the US. And honestly, that just helps the economy as a whole because that adds jobs. Um,
Who wants the top 20 US market cap coins? Boom.
wow.
I can put this in a watch list as well for us folks. I'll make something like this. So I made this little list if you guys want. So keep an eye out. I don't think this is gonna be like not what I. Yeah, so here's a trading view watch list for Chinese crypto. Let me make one right now for USA crypto right now, just so you guys have it. I got you guys. Fody, you're gonna have to hit him with some more news while I create this little watch list.
Yes, sir. Who claimed the new Venice AI airdrop today? Shout out to Ryan for calling that out, man. Good looks on that. If you bought any of the tokens that I mentioned that we bought, DGen especially, DGen, Aerodrome, I believe was part of it, AI XBT, Virtual, like Virtuals Protocol, I believe some other AI agents and Virtuals Protocol. You got a airdrop today of this Venice token, which has a really good price. Dude, there were some people that literally got an unexpected $200,000-$300,000 airdrop. And
Lit.
I'm really not exaggerating. Let's see what it's trading at right now. I staked mine, by the way. Yeah, so it's $14.20 a token, and there's like a $200 million supply. And you know the guys, the founder behind Venice is Eric Voorhees. If you don't know who Eric Voorhees is, he's he's a big time OG crypto dude. He founded that one crypto exchange called what was it called? Chat, help me out. Started with an S.
Wait, who?
Eric Voorhees.
Starts with an S?
Yeah, I know he owns the domain to blockchain.com. Shapeshift. That's right. So yeah, Venice is basically another AI infrastructure / language model. Yeah, he's the only he's the only guy that's just bashing the shit out of DeepSeek. Because that's another thing too, guys. You know, another speculation with DeepSeek is obviously it's Chinese. Obviously, people think, or who knows if it's true, that all that information, all those prompts that you type into it and everything is being sent directly to the CCP. You know, that's kind of been his.
I mean,
like,
TikTok, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a TikTok thing, over and over again.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see, dude. Honestly, it probably will happen. You're going to see a DeepSeek ban in the U.S.
Oh, well, did you guys see so Semper was telling us because they were getting so many signups, they limited to only Chinese now. Like no one in the US can download it now. Or like sign up for it. Yeah, it's China only now.
I thought he was talking about
Because-
Open AI, where you couldn't, if you're from China.
No, DeepSeek was getting so many signups, they literally had to stop it and only allow signups from China.
Damn.
Right. So it's yeah, exactly. Dang, you already signed up, son? Dude, you
Dang.
try to sell your sign up for 10 grand, brah.
Dang. Dang. So you're one of the few that's got
Dang.
access to it? Dang.
Dang, 10K account, son.
Wow. But yeah, I mean, other than that, not much crazy news, to be honest.
Yep, yep.
You know.
All right, guys, I'm gonna send you guys this link right now for Compound. Um, look at it by market cap. Like you, it's crazy that Melania Trump is number 18. So fucking retarded. Um,
Melania.
but here's the crypto list for y'all. But I kind of gave you guys my like banger list on that, and so TRX is still on the China list, but we can move TRX to the US list since it's been bought out. I don't know. I haven't even checked. Like, I don't know if like you got to verify like Chinese identity or what, but
Use a Chinese VPN. Wait, does Gmail
yeah,
exist in China? Might be a stupid question, but
yes.
yeah.
Wait, Gmail
No.
doesn't exist in China. What you mean?
Damn, Arthur,
Like,
you said yes so confidently. Huh.
what, dude? I mean, I've emailed people that were in China on Gmail, so that's why I'm like, what do you what?
Gotta get QQ mail. Whoa.
So it sounds like you can just sell that account for 10K based off how complex it's gonna be.
Dude, you can also sell your cell phone if it has TikTok on it for 10K. Dude, there was
That's so crazy.
there was also like a guys, obviously if I don't know if yeah, TikTok's allowed back like allowed to work on your phone, but you can't get it on the App Store and you can't create transactions on TikTok because it's nothing is available on the App Store. And people are selling their phones
Mm.
for like 10K plus. I think there was like I think it like at one point shot up to like a 50K bidding war on eBay. And it was for a
Yep.
brand like for the brand new iPhone with TikTok on it. It depends what model iPhone you have as well. But yeah. Um what else was I gonna say? A couple of things too. Before I get into it though, Arthur, do you need to say anything?
No, no, no. I just finished that list. Sorry, I'm just going back to our notes now.
Yeah. Guys, I'm gonna continue to emphasize on Hyperliquid. Um, I've been mentioning Hyperliquid here, Hyperliquid there. It's literally been trading sideways for like the past, especially like in this volatile market, like especially with everything dumping. It's literally been going sideways for the past, I don't know, month, 2 month. I feel like long term, this is gonna be a one of the top L1s to be on just because of like its scalability and it being fully decentralized with perps, which is like yeah, super bullish, absolutely. And I'm sure they're gonna make an easier way to access Hyperliquid, without having to go through Arbitrum and then you know using Hyperliquid because it is an L1. But yeah, I feel like I feel like it's gonna be one of the top L1s for sure. Their adoption rate keeps
Oops.
growing month after month after month. They have a super cult like community. Uh, that team is just pretty insane. But yeah, also the DLMM video. There is a DLMM I'm gonna set up tonight that I want to do. It's gonna be for UFD. So while I'm doing that, I'll record a video and then I'll just post it in the Discord so you guys can watch it and reference back to it. But I'll have that done tonight so you guys could just look at it on how to set one up. And then eventually I want to add one into Ivy League. Not this one that I'm about to record tonight, but a more polished one. But I'll have a video out tonight on how to do it. I'll have one done tonight.
Just dropped a link for Hyperliquid if anyone wants to explore a little bit. What
You do need a
else? Yeah, so
VPN.
FOMC. Yeah, FOMC, huge earnings. I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see what happens. Apple had a huge sell-off already, so I'm wondering if that's already priced in, and they're gonna run. Tesla, big sell-off. If that's already priced in, if they're gonna run. But just really watching these Mag 7, like Google and Meta, I think were really good examples of what's to come. I think Amazon is a really good example of what's to come. And Nvidia just showed us, don't be over leveraged on one sector, on one thing that you really love, because it could have a big catalyst just like that. So what I also wanted to say too is we're starting to, like, if you guys remember, I was saying how, like, we're slowly getting out of that WAGMI phase. Like, we're getting out of the we're all gonna make it. It's not gonna happen anymore. You got to know what projects are good. You got to be really good with your coin selection. There's just so many coins out in the market that are just nothing, that are just garbage scraps that are just gonna end up being dust, evaporated money, evaporated coins, and really sticking to what coins are going to stay. And even as I say this, like these US coins, like this could just be the coins of this cycle, right? And then it could be something else the next one. And then what I want to do is continue to take my altcoin swing gains and just put them into Bitcoin and just keep scaling my Bitcoin portfolio. Eventually, a lot of these coins are going to die, and I'm really like nitpicking which coins I'm going to hold on to, and there really isn't that many of them. Like all of the gaming coins and all that stuff, I have small bags in, like Gala still left. I have like a little bit of exposure to AXS, but next run on those gaming coins, I'm probably gonna get myself out of everything except keeping a little bit of exposure to Gala, just because of the help with their ecosystem with the Ethereum chain. They have so many nodes. They help with a lot of the transactions on Ethereum chain. So Gala, I'm gonna have a little bit of exposure with, not because of the gaming sector, but because of the scaliness. That's why I opened up a little bit of exposure to OP, because it helps scale the Ethereum network. And then my other big focuses are on Render, with their cloud GPUs, with their AI stuff. Ondo, you guys hear me talk about it all the time. It's tied down to real world assets, tied down to them buying bonds. Link, US coin, right now. Now TRX is getting the strength from that. But yeah, I think Pepe's kind of long gone and forgotten about. Like, I don't think anyone really cares about
Whoa.
Pepe anymore. Yeah,
Really?
poor dying off, dude.
I
Dying
mean,
off.
let's hold on. Let's just. All memes are getting slaughtered right now. You
Never
think
give up, but
you think Pepe is never gonna run
no,
again?
I don't think it's done. No. All right, let's look at the macro on Pepe. All right, higher highs, higher lows. It's still in trend. We're still in trend. But dang, that's a pretty nice little golden pocket, a little 50 bouncy. All right, guys, I'm actually all in Pepe. No, I'm kidding. Just these coins are dying out. A lot of coins are dying out. So like, don't hold your don't hold your freaking major bags in a lot of these coins. I think, Pepe's just gonna get smoked a little bit more. I think we got a little bit more to go. Oh, Kishu's
Damn.
Dunzo. You guys can forget about Kishu. Um, Shiba, it's like you might as well go Doge exposure to go safe. But see, Shib chart is a different story. It's not as strong as a Pepe chart. No more MILF coin. Unfortunately, MILF coin is done. I think, dude, Chill Guy is Not chill. Chill guy's dead.
Chill Gun's never coming back.
Chill guy's
It's
dead.
not. It's never coming back. I think it's a slow death. You just too much red tape. Too much red tape. You got an artist that hates fucking crypto, hates that it's being used.
Peanut.
Yeah, the meme is so solid.
Yep.
The chill guy meme is so solid. Just like peanut. Yeah, peanut. I don't know, man. I did buy Doge. I bought Doge
really.
the other day.
Yeah, that's why like it's again like picking the top of the top, right? Like when we think memes, the OGs are Doge, your Shib and Pepe, right? But Shib and Doge are dog pack, right? They always run together. Yeah, when Doge runs, Shib has a higher percentage up, but it also has a higher percentage down. Kind of just like the 3x like ETF kinda. So if I'm looking for exposure in the dog sector, I'll go Doge. If I'm looking can't believe I'm saying dog sector, but if I'm looking for exposure in the frog sector, like I'm not going Fwog and everything else that came out, like I'm probably gonna go Pepe. If I'm going whatever other sector, yeah. Just really picking the coins because it's not gonna be you put your money at everything and then like it just crushes. It's not
Taylor
gonna be like
said,
that anymore, which is good.
did it come out that he ripped? Didn't it come out that he ripped? She's talking about Chill Guy that he ripped Chill Guy off of something. Yes, from that Vietnamese comic book, but he did respond to that, and I mean, yeah, didn't really do much to the token at all.
Abstract chain.
I'll tell you what is pumping.
What is
though.
the juice on abstract?
Abstract. That's the
That's the Pudgies.
That
Is
went
that
live
Pudgies?
today. That went live today. I filled out an app to become a creator on there.
Oh, word.
Yeah. New layer 2, new Ethereum layer 2 abstract. It's the Pudgy Penguins chain. Guys, it's something new. You know, it doesn't hurt to interact with the abstract chain, you know. You know, you guys know how relentless Lucas is. He's going to work his absolute dick off to try to make it as successful as he possibly can. You're going to see a Fody token on there.
Man, that Pengu chart though, oof. But ironically, this is still top 20 U.S. highest market cap coins.
Dude, let me tell you something, man. When it comes to layer 2s, bro, I am just a base whore, and you guys know this. Like I think.
What do you mean by base whore?
Base is the best layer 2 by far. 1,000%, without a doubt. Second.
What if you want base exposure?
Well,
Do we swap?
There is no base token. But if you want base exposure, bro, just you guys gotta understand. Jesse Pollock is he's one of the execs at Coinbase too. Jesse Pollock is the main man for base. That's why you saw VVV get listed right away on Coinbase today. That's why you saw DGen, the meme coin on base, get listed on Coinbase, and it's it wasn't even a cool meme, but it still got listed and it shot up. But he's putting the point is like he's really putting base forward before any other layer 2. But I'm excited.
Yeah, like sorry.
No, go ahead. If you want exposure to base, bro, you guys know we're in Aerodrome. Whoever got an Aerodrome with me, I still hold Aerodrome. Aerodrome is like the Jupiter of base, right? These are protocols that are super important for these ecosystems to thrive. And Aerodrome is what is that top protocol to me.
David just posted a chart on Polygon. This kind of goes like, is Polygon dead, dude?
Polygon actually does some things pretty good, but I don't know. It just feels like a redheaded stepchild.
Yeah, I know they made partnerships like forever ago with Meta, but I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen any new headlines on Matic in a while.
Did anybody claim anime coin by Azuki? Anime chain too. That's another. I think that's yeah. Well, that's sub running off of Arbitrum, just like Hyperliquid. I think Hyperliquid. Yeah, it's on Hyperliquid too.
Yep. Dude. Yeah, and then it just never it never followed through. It was one gigantic itchy on the weekly and then just never followed through. Just flopped. Just posted the chart. Yeah, so, a lot to unpack, a lot to just kind of look at what's happened in the market. Look at these overreactions. Use Nvidia as, hey, like, don't overexpose in one sector. Dude, Ondo, man, I love Ondo. Let me put on my trading view one sec.
Yeah, you're a little Ondo ho.
I'm a little Ondo nut.
Yeah.
I'm a Ondo W.
Chat, should I create a AI dating app called the Stable?
That's kind of sick.
Right, the Stable.
What are some of your spot back choices? SKL, big time, the mentally unstable. Ondo, just the weekly chart on Ondo, man. Just picture perfect here. Just an uptrend. Like, it's a beautiful chart. I mean, if we put Pepe on this, it does give you that like Pepe look, right? It's still in trend. Still in trend. I love Ondo. I'm gonna keep buying Ondo. Probably buy Ondo again here soon if it dips back. If it's dips under $1, I'm always buying. But I do have enough exposure right now where I'm not buying this dip. But if it dips under $1, I'll get myself in.
You think we're gonna go under
and
$1?
It could very well dip.
Like,
I mean, we could look. It is rejecting on the daily, right? Could we go back down a little bit lower? Yeah, we could, dude.
Dude, your bullishness on Ondo makes me just want to sell everything I have in my name to buy Ondo.
I mean, did I just say, hey, let's look at Nvidia for an example and not go all in on one thing? Link daily setup, phenomenal. That's why Blast put it on that weekly watch list. That's why we've been trading it.
How do you feel about H-bar, dude?
Real quick. So Link, right? It's like it's just like the Bitcoin chart. It's showing the same kind of strength that Bitcoin chart is showing in almost every single aspect. Look. Oops. Right? This is the same freaking chart. In a sense. Blast is bullish on Sol. He's bullish on SKL. Right? That Sol chart looks a lot kind of like the Link formation. The SKL formation looks kind of like the Link formation. AVAX bag I like. Matic long-term bags. Not a fan anymore. Looking for other opportunities. Big time. Big time, you're just like right at the lows at this point. Better hope for some kind of pump.
Big time is absolute fucking. I'm not talking chart wise, guys. So when Arthur's talking, you guys got to remember when Arthur's talking about tokens, he's talking because he's reading the chart and what it's gonna do. On a fundamental on a fundamental perspective, though, like how I look at stuff, like when I'm talking about like the project as a whole, big time's a huge fucking pile of shit. Yeah, the chart's gonna, you could trade the chart, of course. Like Arthur does it all the time. Arthur's been super successful with big time, and still does make good trades on it. I'm just talking about like as would I hold big time? Absolutely fucking not. That is like the biggest pile of fucking shit. I could possibly fucking think of in crypto gaming. Dude, it honestly blows my dude. I'm just pissed because we bought all that stupid fucking land on it too. Like, what the fuck was that, dude? Like, what was
It
that?
sounds like oh, okay. I mean, if we're really gonna get into that, then fuck Bored Ape with their retarded fucking $3,000 gas fee and their $3,000 piece of land that
I
went to 3
agree, bro.
cents.
I'm not. Why are you getting offended? You know, big time
I
is a.
am offended because I lost a lot of gas money for no reason.
Bro, you're forgetting who the fucking
You're
like
triggering me now.
No, you forgot who the fucking was bullish about big time first. Who brought it to the fucking community? Me, motherfucker. I did. Remember? I was the one that was so hyped about it. Like, oh my god, they got this, they got that, they got yada yada yada.
Yeah,
so if anyone feels some type of way about this stupid fucking token, it's me. Because they fucking suck cock. The game sucks dick. Damn.
Yo, what's up, Hendy? Yo, Hendy's back. What up? Yo, you came on a hype ass fucking speech, eh?
Hendy, I haven't seen that name in a long time.
Really
How you
are.
doing, dude? Damn. Anyways, how do you feel about HBAR, bro? Honestly, not from a chart perspective. What do you think of it? I don't know shit about HBAR.
All right, guys. So what is HBAR? Let me read you guys Blaster's fantastic description of HBAR that was posted in the washes last week. HBAR is a native, energy-efficient cryptocurrency of the public Hedera network. US-based, by the way, guys. It was on the US list. HBAR is used to pay application transaction fees and protect the network, and protect the network from attack through proof of stake. So it uses the proof of stake model. HBAR had a fantastic breakout. Okay, that's technicals. So that's what HBAR is. And they're like butt buddies with Link. But let me check the chart. I don't know too much on them fundamentally. I don't. I'm not gonna pretend like I do. But let me check the chart. You guys see my stream, right? Look, another strong chart, HBAR. So we're seeing a lot of similarities, right? Look, HBAR, strong altcoin. Link, strong altcoin. Gala, even though I said the only reason I'm keeping some exposure in Gala, I still have some exposure in Sand, a little bit of exposure in Mana, and that's really it. But Gala, the only reason why I'm keeping some of this exposure is because of what they do for the network. Until that changes, then whatever. But looking at these coins that like all these altcoins like Doge, whatever, right? Doge under the 34 EMA, right? But still one of the stronger coins. Mana way under the 34 EMA. ENS, how's the ENS doing? ENS under the 34 ENA. EMA. Goat way under the 34 EMA. Near, how's Near doing? Near's under the 34 EMA, but I still like Near. Pendle under the 34 EMA, right? So many of these altcoins we're seeing, Sand, Render, you name it, all under the 34 EMA. HBAR is one of those strong ones. Link, one of those strong ones. So picking the coins is going to be important. All right.
Cool. Awesome. LPZ,
Nice, dude.
Don't regret it, bro.
LPZ, what's the juice on HBAR? They're getting connected with government pretty well for utilization. Nice.
Isn't Mr. Wonderful a big part of HBAR? Kevin O'Leary?
Let's check right now. HBAR, biggest investors. HBAR, biggest investors. SoftBank, Digital Currency Group, Block Tower Capital, other supporters, IBM, Google, Dell. Wow. Nice stuff.
Here's the question though, because I know a lot of XRP guys tend to like HBAR too. Like they usually the XRP holder holds HBAR for whatever reason. Do you see HBAR? Let's see, we got a 50 billion supply. 50 billion supply. I mean, bro, can you see it getting to $100 billion market cap?
100 billion?
Yeah.
What's the market cap now?
11.9.
10xer. Never say never. I mean,
Blast
talk
that.
about a
If that
smiley face.
happens,
Right?
we could see a fucking rally like no other. But if it's being teased, then that just goes, we could see a rally like no other, but also goes back to, is it priced in already?
Well, I mean, dude, we are seeing these big moves on this though, and like at the end of the day, like the market still needs something that's a hot sector. Like it can't just all be dead. So something's got to be a hot sector, right?
Mm. Yeah.
Like all of these, like these like. So like I just put I put these U.S. coins on that list for you guys, but like Pengu, could care less about. Back could care less about. Blur, fuck that project. Fuck Blast Network. That's trash. Oh, I'm sorry. Good question. XRP Community Day tomorrow. So it's basically like a huge community day where like the CEO is gonna talk to people. Blast just sent you guys out the whole
itinerary.
The whole itinerary. It starts super early. It's 7 a.m. Pacific time. Like really cool topics, honestly. Here, let me just switch my screen over and then we can just go over the schedule. It'll be cool to see what they just say overall for like all of crypto, because there is going to be a lot of talk.
Chad, do you think XRP is going to rip tomorrow, or do you think it's going to stay still, or do you think it's going to dive bomb? Let me know.
I try never to like, yeah, I'll wait to see what the chat says. So look, guys, at 7, it's the opening session. You got the CEO going on stage chatting. 7:30, the innovation spotlight, talking about XRP, and then going into DeFi at 8:30. At 9, developer growth. So they're gonna explore VC funding, grants, hackathons, accelerators. What's gonna be cool? At 11:30 Pacific time, they're gonna go over the regulatory landscape. So that's something that I'm gonna keep my eyes on. The Ripple chief is going to go over U.S. crypto regulatory outlook with the Trump administration. It's hosted by VET, which is also on that list for the U.S. stocks VeChain. Innovation spotlight, cross-chain innovation, Ripple's 2025 priorities, another innovation spotlight, and then a fireside chat to end it off. So the big stuff I'm looking at for me is going to be the regulatory landscape and just what the overall like outlook is on crypto for this year. And then we're also going to summarize all that stuff for you guys too. But like this is just awesome to just keep open on one of your tabs open tomorrow. Hard Hat DJ said the last few years that they had one of these, they had a little bit of a pump because they always share what they're working on. So that's awesome, right? Kind of what we were saying, like what's the outlook for XRP? But I more so want to hear what their opinions are on the outlook for crypto overall in 2025. I'm also going to make one of my own little lists of the US coins, the ones that I actually like and will probably be trading. I'm going to remove like half of these on that list. I don't like them.
Don't sleep on Pengu, man.
That's all. What's up?
Don't sleep on Pengu.
I'll have to do some more fundamental stuff on that. And then
bro, that's the main token of abstract.
Dude, I'm not like, what do you want me to say? Like, you want me to invest in a fucking penguin token because they make a stuffed animal?
You didn't have to. You got airdropped it.
Okay.
You got airdropped it.
Hey,
I got
there's so
airdropped
many
by Pengu.
Well, I don't fucking have any, okay? And I'm just mad that I faded Pudgies when you called them out at like 4 ETH and then they went to 100 Ethereum.
Dude, I think it was lower.
I just like to fade myself.
Like,
so.
Fuck. I hate really hate myself. I hate myself on that.
Anyway,
too.
thank you guys for today. Epic session. The recording will be up in the next 24 hours. We updated Bitcoin and Ethereum channel. We got the new headlines channel going. The market strategies in Ivy League is going to unlock this month. You'll see older content on there in the archive library to watch, and then you'll see newer updated videos of the strats. All are awesome. And then boot camp will be moved into Ivy League starting February 1st. Boot camp will be into Ivy League starting February 1st. That's all we got for you today. Jay?
Yes, sir.
That's all we got. Thanks, everybody.
Hey.
See you guys on the trade floors.
Good chat, guys. Good chat.
Good chat.